So we're now at the east end of Lakeshore Park. The parking lot here also serves as the parking area for Buck Lake and for the boating operation. Again, we're keeping people in their cars back away from the lake as much as we can. And actually, part of the experience of approaching Buck Lake is to walk, or at least take something other than a car to get down there, and this pathway does it. At this point, I think I will walk. We got a bike rack here. Looks like we might have it to ourselves right now. And as we get down toward the lake, there's a bulletin board with public notices and some information about the rules of fishing. Also a monofilament collection point, so you can discard your line there instead of in the water. And it is collected by a non-profit or a county organization, so it kind of takes care of itself. And surprisingly, there's no trash in it. It's monofilament line, which is maybe the most beautiful thing of all. We do keep it closed at night, so there is a fence with a gate around it. But the message on this interpretive sign is to walk the shore of Buck Lake and listen. So let's pass through the gate and see the lake. Buck Lake is about 500 acres, a little over 500 acres, and it's entirely within Harmony. So the lake is Harmony's to win or lose. In fact, the drainage basin of the lake is all within Harmony as well. You can see the far shoreline has a wooded edge to it, but beyond that are cattle pasture and eventually will be homes as future phases of Harmony come online. But for the most part, actually entirely, the intent is for the lake shore to stay just as it is. If you were to come back in 50 years, the lake shore should look pretty much as you see it now, with the exception of points like this one to provide some access to the lake. Access is important because people have to get involved with the resource in order to develop a love for it, and without a love for it, they won't protect it. So access in a controlled way is very important. Looking at down the ramp here are the canoe racks and kayak racks, and there's a small beach in front of it for launching. And then when you go out into the center dock is where the Community Development District keeps their boats. These are owned by the Community Development District and are available to folks of the town who are members of the district at no charge, except through their district fees. But they can come down and just simply check one out, and it avoids the hassle of owning a boat, launching it, and keeping it up. In fact, there are no boat launches on Buck Lake at the moment. The only boats out here are those owned by the Community Development District. They're all green powered in that they're electric motors, or we had a sailboat, which I think is in the shop right now. Or you've got the kayak and the paddle-powered boats. This dock over on the left that we're looking at is the fishing dock, to kind of keep it separate from boating activities and the beach area. It also doubles as a wedding site. We've had a lot of weddings out here. People like to get married in Harmony, at least on their first day. But the lake itself is natural. It goes up and down with rainfall, and it just doesn't get more natural in Central Florida than what you're looking at here. There's usually houses or something going on around the lake, and this has got nothing. Nothing but the natural shore that came in here on its own. It's just a short walk back up the trail to the houses and the hustle and bustle of town, but out here you're really removed from it. And this is a really popular spot just for sundown watching, if nothing else. It's just a great place to relax and enjoy the natural part of Harmony. We have a bird count each year that goes around town and counts birds, and they always end up here at sundown and watch the egrets and anhingas and cormorants coming home to roost for the night in the trees around the shoreline. The south shore of the lake is already under conservation easement, so it will never be developed as long as that easement stays in place. And that's Buck Lake.